Morning, good morning, good morning. I am running a little bit late today. Had a late night last night, and then got home. I left the studio at like 2 o'clock. Got home around 2:20, and then realized I left my keys at work, so I had to go back home so that I could get into my house. That sucked. So I'm sleepy today. Sounds like George is also late and sleepy today. Today is the first day of our week from the heavens, I guess, really. We have a lot to do this week. It's going to be a crazy one, so let's get to it. So we just did a tour with a client that we're very hopeful to pick up here at the studio. Hey, George. How do you feel that the tour went? George says it went great. He's busy. He's a busy guy. What? All right. It's a beautiful day here in Portland, Oregon. It is pouring down rain. It is cold. It is chilly and wet. We're going over to Pro Photo Supply, the happiest place on earth. Gonna look at some fun toys because who doesn't love camera gear? And we're gonna rent some fun toys because we need some camera gear. It's crazy, man. These Jordans are not going in that puddle, I'll tell you what.
That was a lot deeper than I was expecting.
Yeah?
And because I have these waterproof shoes on, I was like, I'm gonna try the waterproof shoes on.
Are your shoes dry?
No.
You're wet?
They feel wet, yeah.
Do they feel wetter or are they cold? Because sometimes
It's probably cold.
it's probably cold. Yeah. That's a Wendy's food truck. What? Dude, I love Wendy's.
What in the mother of pearl?
I love Wendy's. The stoplights down here are off. They're just off. That's weird. Hopefully we don't get T-boned.
I hope we don't.
I hope we don't too.
But if we do, I've got some hefty insurance. We'll both sue them.
Hell yeah, let's do that. We're gonna get rich. Who needs a vlog?
So yeah, you can put this on here, and then what's cool about this, when you put it on here, you can just do it when it's on or off, doesn't matter. You can go this way on that, so it's really helpful when you're shooting like this. So you can actually shoot vertical. You don't have to like hold it up to your eye or anything.
Crazy.
And then of course you can loosen this up and go up. Wow, so yeah, pretty sweet.
That's bananas.
I feel like a badass photographer just took that.
Yeah, I do too. One major downside to the studio location that we have is that there's a freaking train track right behind our building. And sometimes these trains go for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, sometimes more. Hey, George. Thanks for the Red Bull, dude.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thank you for mine.
Yeah, no problem. Alrighty, we're back from the studio. Finished up our pro photo run, got the rentals secured, went to the retail store, saw a bunch of our friends, checked out some stuff. They didn't have anything that we actually wanted, but that's okay. Now we're back to the studio, and George and I are about to start on a lighting guide for, we're gonna do 2 simple lighting setups, where we basically walk you through how to set them up, and then we'll have some example photos up in the video also. So that is the move right now. He's gonna balance the Canon C70 on the gimbal here. I will move my Red Bull, and yeah, we're gonna get started and we're gonna make some content. Calibrate this, but not on here. Okay, so for those of you that like the BTS stuff and want to see the kinds of things that we use and how we set things up, check this out. This is what we're going to be using to film our lighting guides video. This is a Canon C70 with a 28-70 f2 and a DJI Ronin RS3. This setup is a beast. It weighs a lot, but the videos that you get out of this thing are cinematic and high quality and just kind of incredible. All right, so we're getting set up for this lighting guide video, actually a couple of lighting guide videos that we're working on. We're getting mic'd up, we're getting ready to go. We've got lavalier mics that go down into a Rode Wireless Go. Rode Wireless Go is connected directly to the C70, which George is over there trying to balance on the gimbal. And the reason we do this is because it just kind of gives that little extra bit of quality, that little extra bit of crispy audio. We want everything that we do to be as on point as possible, because we want to make the kind of content that we want to see, and there's not a ton of that in the photography space, especially in a photo studio. So we're just out here trying to make things that we would want to watch. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just waiting for these hangers to stop jingling. We're jingle free. So, George and I just finished our first 2 takes for these lighting guide videos. I'm doing 2 simple, it's really one simple one light setup, but one version with a grid and one without. And then after I do these, George is gonna do kind of a more creative one light setup where we're going to use a gel, and you're going to get a little bit more of a contrasty look. It's really fun. I think it's going really well. We're doing the job of 3 people with just the 2 of us, and I think that being said, it's coming out pretty well. I will say it's interesting to do this kind of thing off the top without having a script, without having a teleprompter, which we do a lot of times when we make these videos. They're scripted and we're reading from a teleprompter so that it can be as concise as possible. These ones are going to be a little bit more raw and a little bit more, I think, of an example of who I am as a photographer and who George is as a photographer and how we use our skills to teach. So I'm pretty excited to see how it turns out, and I hope that everybody out there likes it too. All right, so we just finished setting up the video set for Paisley's intro. Now we're just waiting for Paisley to show up here. We're gonna record them, and they're part of the intro video for this project that we're doing. And then George and I will record our spots. So this is kind of what it looks like while George is over here dancing.
Oh, you want to do what the light looks like this? Because it looks pretty soft in there.
Yeah, and then check out...
Oh, I just turned it off too, my bad.
What? It's okay. And then check out what this lighting looks like.
Hey everyone, welcome back to New Wave Studio. Got Elijah behind the scenes here.
It's pretty solid. Oh, sorry, you probably can't see me. Now you can. It's pretty solid. Everything's looking good. We're looking forward to Paisley getting here, and we're looking forward to getting this video cranked out, finished, and on to the next one.
Come on in.
Just me.
Bring it in, bring it in.
Bring it in.
Hi, Paisley.
Hey, where are you at?
Paisley's here. right, so Paisley just came through. Paisley did their part wonderfully, like 2 takes, and nailed it. They had to leave, so George and I are going to record our parts now, but we're going to switch up the background, which is why this is behind me now. And then we're going to get this video together and get it out to the public. So stay tuned for that. I have to say, we have done, I don't know, George, how many videos that were like teleprompted and set up like a broadcast? How many videos have we done like this?
We've probably done like a dozen or more at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe under 20.
Under 20, but over 10. Somewhere between 10 and 20. And this time was the most comfortable I've ever been in front of a camera, and that's entirely due to vlogging for the last 5 days. Well, this is the 5th day, so yeah. Pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy how practicing something regularly can make you better at it, isn't it? George is leaving me.
Bye.
Bye, George.
Bye, Elijah.
I hope you have an awesome night.
All right.
I'll probably talk to you throughout the evening, I imagine.
Can't forget this. Wrong hand.
Wow, he has a weapon. I'm in danger. Alrighty. After George left, I actually sat down and recorded something to say in the vlog. But I messed up and left it on time-lapse mode, and so that whole monologue that I did was just time-lapse, which does not help anybody at all. I left the studio not long after George. I went out and did some side gig stuff. I'm pretty much done for the day. We had a busy day, and we have another busy day tomorrow, so I'm going to plug away at this edit really quick and try to get something out, and then I'm going to go to bed, and I'll see you tomorrow.